Welcome to Connect MKE. I'm your host, Denise Calloway. Since 1919, Greater Milwaukee Urban League has helped empower communities and change lives in Milwaukee's African American community. From education and employment programs to advocacy work that includes voter registration and home ownership efforts, the Urban League is there. Let's learn more about the current work of the Greater Milwaukee Urban League and the upcoming Black and White Ball, which is its largest fundraiser of the year. Joining us is President and CEO of Greater Milwaukee Urban League, Dr. Eve M. Hall. Welcome back to Connect MKE, Dr. Hall.
Well, thank you, Miss Denise. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. For more than 100 years, GMUL has taken the lead on pressing community issues. One issue we're facing throughout the community is reckless driving. The Urban League has a driver's permit program that helps individuals earn a permit. How is that helping to make roads safer?
We're looking at what can we do in Milwaukee. And so we started this program, and students pay as little as $35 to get this driver's permit, as opposed to almost $400 if they were taking private lessons.
And so really, the league had offered a program for those 18 and older, but the one now that gives that same opportunity to get the training and at really only the cost of your permit, that is a pilot you're now doing for 15 through 17-year-olds.
Absolutely. And we started it, Denise, this summer with 14 students and still a waiting list. But I'm proud to say those 14 students, we had 100% passing rate for their test.
One of the other things that you're doing now that's focused on young people, but also adults who are a bit older can also participate, is that Urban League now offers Microsoft Office certification for a variety of different programs. How did that come about, and what do people walk away with when they successfully complete the program?
So I have to tell you, I am really excited about this program. I mean, I'm excited about the driver's permit, but this one just takes it to another level in my eyes as to what we can offer students to make them more marketable in their careers, to help them become more self-confident and empowered just in their schooling. And it really came about as I was talking to my program director about technology and the need for us to have classes, but have something that our students could really walk away with. So she was very impressed with an instructor who had actually taught her own son Microsoft Office. And so we learned that there was an opportunity to bring this instructor on during the summer. There was also an opportunity for us as an agency to become Microsoft certified so that we can provide this training to youth and also adults. And so we are, again, this was a pilot during the summer, worked really well. Some of our students did not get a chance to complete the certification, so we're doing some makeup tests during the year on Saturdays. But we want to continue this. Why is it important? Well, number one, especially for our youths of color, they do not always have the opportunities in our schools to get this kind of training. And we know that that's what distinguishes people being successful and not successful, especially when they go on to a post-secondary institution, whether it's 2 or 4 years. Secondly, we provide the environment that makes it comfortable for students. If they have questions, if they're not sure, they don't have to feel intimidated in any way, because we're very, very conscious and sensitive, again, to our students. And it's just a culturally, I think, sensitive environment, acknowledging where the gaps are. And again, we want to fill those gaps and help our students become more empowered.
And whether it's Microsoft, PowerPoint, Word, Excel, they can learn it and literally walk away with a certificate that says, I have mastered this program, correct?
Absolutely. And that's the other piece. That's what we've talked about, is what can students, or adults for that matter, walk away with that is, lifelong, that they will always own as a part of showing their skills and abilities in this workplace, and just skills and abilities in terms of going on in their educational journeys.
You've also been busy working with entrepreneurs over the past year during most of 2023 with the Entrepreneurship Connection, which is a partnership with Molson Coors. What does the Entrepreneurship Connection do in terms of helping people who may be starting a business make sure they're getting started the right way?
So we were excited about this to partner with Molson Coors, who has been a partner to the Urban League for over 25 years. And there was a time when we were very connected to them with entrepreneurship, urban development. So this was an opportunity for us to reconnect on that very issue. What is special about the Entrepreneurship Connection, Denise, is that we are strictly focused on informing entrepreneurs on capital. Where can they get funding to support their businesses, whether it's a loan, whether it's venture capital, but where can they get that information? So we provide access to individuals and the information. I was very intentional about making sure that our entrepreneurship connection was not duplicative of what the chambers provide and, some of the organizations, but that we stayed very focused. In this particular situation, what we've done is we've had monthly sessions for our entrepreneurs. We've had up to 35 attendees at one time. The carrot for this program, though, is also the fact that if you participate in the Entrepreneurship Connection, you have an opportunity to get a 1-year subscription to the Lonely Entrepreneur platform. It's basically a software platform, and it's for entrepreneurs to learn everything from A to Z on their businesses. And instead of having to pay, I think, $350 to $400 a year, they get a complimentary subscription because of Molson Coors' partnership and funding of this project.
So partners like Molson Coors are really important. But as you take a look at these projects that we were just talking about, the Entrepreneurship Connection, Microsoft Office, and the driver's permit class for young people, all of those things cost money. And you've got the big fundraiser of the year, the Black and White Ball, coming up. Tell us a little bit about the Black and White Ball.
So the Black and White Ball has been going on for over 35 years. It was intentionally created to bring Blacks and Whites together in our city, creating a venue of fun, a venue that embraced people getting to know each other in a casual setting, but also allowing for some serious moments to review the issues at hand and the importance of all of us working together across race, gender, religion, etc. What's important about this fundraiser is it's our largest fundraiser of the year. We attempt to raise over $1 million of unrestricted dollars that, quite frankly, Denise, help us to continue to operate, keep our employees with us, and to also support some of the programs that we just mentioned earlier. So that's why it's so important that we are able to attract as many people as possible. They're able to see the impactful work that we are doing as a league and giving them an opportunity to contribute so that we can continue, I think, this 100-year history of making a difference in the Milwaukee area.
The event this year is November 4th at what is now the Baird Center, used to be called the Wisconsin Center.
Correct. First
right.
Saturday in November.
Yes. And who is the entertainment this year? Because that's always something people look forward to, as well as helping Greater Milwaukee Urban League.
Yes, well, we are excited to have Patrice Rushen. And for those who may not know her, she is a Grammy Award winner. She's had a number of wonderful hits, but she crosses over from R&B to pop to jazz. She's helped to create a lot of the music behind the Grammys. And so we are just excited to have her. We're also excited because she has agreed to actually meet with some students the day before the Black and White Ball to just share with them about the music industry, her journey. And I think that is going to be so special for our students who are in the arts. So that's big for us. And as we have that special entertainment, which always makes the difference, we will still have this evening of experiences that everyone bragged about last year and loved, in which we have karaoke, we have Wheel of Fortune, we have the silent auction, we have different ways that you can take fun pictures, including the 360. We had a hole-in-one. So, when people are attending during the reception, it's not just, quite frankly, a time where you're drinking, but it's actually, I call it almost a gala that's like a fair. So we're turning the state fair or, some of these kind of activities into something of a gala where you're dressed up, but you still get a chance to do some fun things. So that's big. The addition this year is the Entrepreneurship Connection Lounge. And so that is going to give entrepreneurs an opportunity to connect with each other.
It sounds like a wonderful evening for a great organization that's doing important things in the community. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Hall. For more information on Greater Milwaukee Urban League and the Black and White Ball, visit tmul.org. Coming up, a new exhibit on art as a form of expression about social justice. Stay with us.